That is something critical about your father. Your father is my pricey baby. If you trust in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, this is something serious, approximately your father. Your father is being spoken about in the heavens proper now. There's something I must monitor to you. Something you had been not imagined to recognize till now. But the timing has arrived, and the gates of divine understanding have opened only for you. Heaven has seen your ache. Heaven has watched you war with confusion, questions, silence, and the quiet moments where you questioned what surely befell. Your soul has carried a weight you in no way asked for, a tale half informed, a truth deeply buried. But God isn't always a God of confusion. He is a God of revelation. And now He says, open your heart. Because what I'm approximately to say may additionally shake you, however it will additionally set you unfastened. Your father has been sporting something in his spirit, something that was never his to carry. He attempted to defend you. He attempted to shield you from the fire, the betrayal, the voices, and the sins of generations past. However, in doing so, he hid matters that your spirit become always intended to recognize. You had been usually imagined to recognize why sure matters felt broken, why sure benefits felt blocked, and why once in a while love felt remote. God is now showing the fact. The angels have written the statistics. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your spiritual doorway, protecting a scroll that carries truths no longer spoken on your family for years. This is not to damage you. This is to repair you. Because someone for your bloodline has to break the silence. And it is you. You're selected to rise wherein others fell silent. Your father, he cherished you greater than you could ever imagine. However, love every so often wears armor whilst it has been hurt. He turned into preventing battles you failed to see. He turned into shielding you from storms he couldn't give an explanation for. God says there had been matters your father never told you, now not due to the fact he didn't want to, however due to the fact he turned into afraid. Afraid of being judged. Afraid of hurting you. Terrified of being visible as weak. However, you have been robust sufficient all alongside. That's why I'm displaying you presently. There is something your father noticed when you were just a baby. Imaginative and prescient. A warning. A non-secular moment when he cried to God for you. He saw threat looking to come for you, and he made a vow to preserve you safe. That vow price him loads. He saved secrets and techniques. He made sacrifices. He took on ache in silence. And now heaven is profitable his spirit because you're growing. You are awakening. Your father isn't best, but he's trustworthy in approaches the sector in no way noticed. The prayers he spoke over you whilst you have been asleep, the moments he stared at your face and whispered, God, defend my child, those prayers reached the heavens. And now the angels are sending the one's blessings go into reverse to you, accelerated, overflowing, divine in timing. However, here is what God is revealing. Someone attempted to break your father. Spiritually. emotionally, financially. There has been a lady, someone near, who spoke in opposition to him in mystery. She tried to poison people's view of him. She attempted to make him look like the villain. She smiled in public, however plotted in the darkish. And God says, I saw it all. Heaven is exposing this woman. The lies she instructed, the curses she attempted to talk, the manipulations she used to split you from your father. Its miles all coming to light. God is returned the veil, and you'll see who become truly for you and who become just playing a role. Your father changed into beneath assault by means of a person with a hidden schedule. And you have been the blessing she changed into jealous of. Archangel Michael says, this isn't always a game. This is not a twist of fate. That is conflict within the spirit. You were born right into a circle of relatives line that carried divine prefer, however desire attracts enemies. Your father's lineage became marked with glory, and that glory became a goal. The enemy wanted to smash the person who carried the seed of a miracle. And that man became your father. Your father's silence became no longer weakness. It changed into protection. He desired you to develop without bitterness. He desired you to shine without weight. But now the time has come to realize the fact. Due to the fact that reality is the important thing in your subsequent stage. There may be an inheritance you haven't but obtained. Now not simply bodily, but religious. A mantle. A calling. A gift that has been handed down from era to generation. And your father, knowingly or unknowingly, was conserving it for you. However, the time to receive it smiles now. Heaven says, no greater delay. The scroll is open. The anointing is launched. However, there is extra. This message is likewise a warning. A person is making an attempt once more. Someone continues to be talking in opposition to your father, even now. They are using words like weapons. They think the past may be reshaped by way of lies. But God is intervening. Enough, he says. This own family will no longer be cursed through falsehood again. You are being awakened because you're the one who can end what your father commenced. You're the one who incorporates each mercy and justice. You're the only whose prayers can heal the wounds your father by no means observed. And your love, sure, your love, goes to redeem his call. Forgive him for what he never stated. Forgive him for the instances he became absent. He changed into no longer strolling from you. He changed into running from demons you failed to see. And now those demons are trembling due to the fact you're rising. You are the turning factor. You are the restoration. What the enemy intended for evil is becoming the testimony in an effort to shake countries. Your father's tale is intending in silence. It is rising in glory via you. There's a miracle approximately to spread on your circle of relatives, and it starts evolved with this revelation. The one who attempted to scatter your circle of relatives' destiny is now being judged in the spirit. God is silencing her voice. each whisper she spread will go back to her like an echo of divine justice. Heaven is rewriting your bloodline story, and it starts with your cognizance. Proper now, something is transferring. There is an angel status behind you. The wind you experience isn't always simply air. It is the motion of a leap forward. A door is starting. It isn't a physical door. It's a religious one. And as you walk through it, your father's tears, those ones he cried in mystery, are being transformed into advantages for you. Heaven is watching. The court docket of angels is in consultation. And the decision is, recuperation, freedom, publicity of lies, recovery of hearts, alignment of destinies. Do not worry what I'm revealing. Embody it. This isn't the quit. That is the instant wherein you end up the legacy your father prayed for. The whole lot is changing now. And you, yes, you, are the motive why heaven is rejoicing these days. That is something serious about your father. Your father isn't just someone within the world. He is a person divinely connected to your future in ways you do no longer even completely understand, but there is something unfolding proper now in the unseen that involves your father, and God wishes you to be aware about it, now not to fear, but to pray, to be alert, to be grounded in belief. Archangel Michael is here, and he isn't always silent. He has been told to hover close to you due to the fact what's happening now isn't always random. It's far non-secular, and it is divine. There were whispers within the heavens. Your father's call has come up. God sees what you cannot see. Your earthly eyes won't come across the fact, but your spirit knows something is transferring. And now the Holy Spirit urges you, pay attention. No longer the entirety is as it appears. Your father's story is not just his personal. It's tied on your lifestyles, your bloodline, your generational mantle, your spiritual reason. There are matters that were hidden, but they may be coming to the fore now. Some of them are benefits lengthy delayed. Others are burdens that God is sooner or later lifting. If you'd want to donate or show your appreciation, you can supply a tremendous thanks up to $100. You must know this. Your father is dealing with something in the spirit realm that he cannot handle on my own. Whether or not he's near or some distance, whether or not he's alive or departed, whether you've got a relationship with him or not, his soul has been located in divine recognition. There's a motive for this moment. There may be a reason your coronary heart is unsettled. God says, my child, concentrate. The time to wish for your father is now. This isn't just about his body or his mind. This is approximately what is going on at the back of the veil. There is a war being fought for his future, and by using extension, yours. Archangel Michael says that a battle has surrounded your father, a warfare you weren't supposed to combat bodily, however spiritually. That is something historical. That is approximately recovery. This is approximately freedom from the chains that wrapped your lineage in silence, fear, and unspoken ache. You're the only called to interrupt it. You have been chosen, not due to the fact you're robust, however, due to the fact your coronary heart can nonetheless be moved with the aid of reality. You are selected because, even while you experience vulnerable, your spirit refuses to give up. And now that identical spirit need to upward thrust, not in panic, but in prayer. Your father won't realize this conflict is occurring. He may be unaware, unprotected, unarmed in the religious realm, however you aren't. You are being equipped even now. God is sending phrases, visions, desires, signs due to the fact you've got the authority to cowl him. You've got the mantle to stand inside the gap. And in case you do, something will shift. The chains will damage. The patterns will prevent. The heaviness will raise. Do not disregard this second as emotional or fleeting. This is not imagination. That is divine urgency. Your father's soul has been crying out, and now the cry has reached heaven. The angels were dispatched. And God says, "Toddler, I've heard the sound." That is something severe about your father, something that become in no way advised to you, something you would possibly have sensed but by no means showed. He has been through storms you were protected from. He has carried weights you in no way noticed. Some of the ones' weights hardened him, and others broke him in places simplest I could see. But now, on this holy hour, I am reaching for him once more. Via you. You're the bridge. You are the light. You are the one I'm able to use to reconnect what darkness tried to damage. Do not be scared of what will be found out. There are a few truths which can shock you, however they are important. The fact will set you loose. There is strength in knowing. There may be electricity in uncovering what has been buried. Your father's restoration may also begin whilst you open your mouth in prayer. Whilst you communicate existence over him, even when he is remote, even if he doesn't listen, it reverberates via the spirit world. Do not suppose your prayers move left out. Each phrase you launch in love travels like fire to the locations wherein your father is maximum damaged. I am not asking you to fix him. I'm asking you to face in love and religious readiness. I am now not asking you to hold guilt. I am asking you to hold grace. This isn't always about the past you wished you had with him. This is about the present God is writing. That is approximately a divine intersection wherein mercy kisses justice, wherein recovery confronts history. Archangel Michael says, cowl him, even if he wronged you, even though he changed into absent, although he hurt you. Cover him, not because he deserves it by using man's requirements, but due to the fact heaven calls you better. Because grace isn't always about who merits it. Grace is ready who needs it. And your Father desires it now. On this hour, on this precise window of time, something is unfolding in his lifestyles that needs your religious involvement. God is saying, I want your voice. I want your heart. I need your forgiveness. I want your strength, because this conflict ought to no longer be misplaced. You may feel small. You could feel unqualified. You can marvel why this burden falls on you. But I let you know this, you are anointed for it. You're strong sufficient to face. You're mature sufficient to wish. You're holy sufficient to be heard. You are the light in this family. You're the chosen one to upward thrust and say, this generational pattern ends with me. This pain stops right here. This silence can be broken. Communicate life. Claim recuperation. Declare wholeness. Declare fact. And watch what I do. Watch how I pass in his existence. Watch how I turn the tide. Even supposing it looks like not anything is going on, agree with me. Everything is moving. You may no longer see the total photograph at first, but over the years you will appearance back and recognize that this became the instant the breakthrough began. You'll understand that your choice to hope became the divine act that rerouted a whole future. The full impact of your obedience could be felt by means of generations after you. This is something critical approximately your father, and now it is something critical about you too. Because you aren't a spectator. You are a co-laborer on this non-secular paintings. Do not underestimate what I am doing through you. Do no longer limit your significance on this hour. Heaven is relying on you. Angels are ready in your command. Archangel Michael has his sword drawn, but your words activate the shift. Your prayers are the trumpets that signals divine intervention. There can be spiritual contracts trying to preserve your father down. There can be generational curses lingering. There may be soul wounds nevertheless bleeding, however your light is more potent. Your prayer is louder. Your obedience is weightier. The enemy has been hoping you would not take this significantly. He has been hoping you will scroll beyond it, forget about it, circulate on. However your spirit paused. Your coronary heart knew. Your soul said, this message is for me. That became now not random. That became divine confirmation. Now move. No longer in fear, however in boldness. Pray like your father's life relies upon it. Forgive like your peace relies upon it. Speak like heaven is listening, due to the fact it's far. You'll no longer be unnoticed. You'll not be mocked. You may not be left placing within the air. God hears you. He honors you. He's transferring already. You are safe. You are covered. Nothing will cross incorrect. Not anything can be wasted. Each phrase you talk in love is a seed within the ground. And I, your God, am the only who waters and brings the harvest. You aren't alone. You are not weak. You are not too overdue. You're proper on time. And your father, whether or not he is aware of it or not, is receiving the blessing of your obedience. His life could be touched. His soul could be stirred. His burdens will begin to lift. And you, infant of God, will feel heaven smiling on you. Due to the fact this act of prayer, of masking, of affection, is what shakes the foundations of darkness. This is what sets captives unfastened. This is what turns curses into advantages. Your Father isn't forgotten. He isn't abandoned. He isn't always hopeless. He is not completed. And neither are you. The identical God who watches over you is looking over him now. And the identical angels who stand by using you are now encircling him. That is a holy alignment. Do not face up to it. Do now not worry it. Step into it. Pray through it. Love via it. Consider through it. You are safe. You are protected. Nothing will cross incorrect. I, the Lord your God, am with you. I'm able to no longer fail you. I cannot forsake you. I can hold the work I commenced for your father's lifestyles, on your existence, in the generations once you. Permit peace come over you now. Let strength upward thrust on your soul. Let religion burn bright again. You are not helpless. You aren't lost. You're chosen. You're powerful in the Spirit. And this moment, is the turning point. To your Father. For you. For the whole thing. Congratulations. The time has come. The lengthy nights you notion might by no means cease are actually drawing to a close. The season of ready has served its motive, and now heaven publicizes, your wait is over. You may not have seen it coming, but God has been preparing something behind the curtain of your ordinary lifestyles. You concept he turned into silent, but he was operating. You notion nothing turned into happening, however everything was aligning. And now, in this sacred moment, heaven whispers via this message, open this before May also 14th. Because what happens day after today will modify your existence for all time. This is not just any other date. This isn't always every other everyday moment in your calendar. It smiles a divine turning factor. A holy appointment set via God himself earlier than you have been born. The wait was essential. The silence changed into functional. The stillness changed into sacred. However, the shift is taking place now. There are not any greater delays. No extra keeping styles. No extra non-secular checks you have to repeat. You exceeded. You persisted. You saved the faith even when no one understood your struggle. And now, the reward is on the door. Archangel Michael has been status watch over you with unwavering attention. Every time you felt like giving up, he whispered power into your soul. Every second your coronary heart broke under the stress. He began catching your tears and taking them to the throne of God. You aren't forgotten. You aren't unseen. You are not unloved. All of heaven has been watching your adventure. And now, they may be growing to have a good time what is about to take area. The angels are already rejoicing over what's being launched into your life. Due to the fact tomorrow, sure, the following day, your story adjustments. A divine transaction is already underway. It is able to still experience quiet on the surface, but beneath the spiritual layers of this international, papers are being signed. Doors are being unlocked. Hearts are being stirred. Conversations are being had in places you've never stepped into, rooms full of desire, with those who are about to mention your call with kindness and honor. Your name is being mentioned in miracles. Your destiny is being published with heaven's ink. And there is not anything that may prevent it now. I've heard your cries, and I have saved them in the vault of remembrance. I in no way forgot what you requested me for. I never forgot the guarantees I made to you in private. I by no means forgot the covenant we shared. And now, it's time to deliver. I'm the God who continues his phrase. I'm no longer guy that I need to lie. I'm now not moved with the aid of time. I am the author of time. And